Boom. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Happy Wednesday to you all, and welcome to another live beer review. So, today, I think I've had beers from this brewery before. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I have. But today is the first one I've reviewed. I'm going to be reviewing for these guys, so I'm pretty damn excited. Of course, if you don't know who Prairie Artisan Ales are, most of you guys will be familiar with them doing the sour ale vape tricks. If nobody knew, this is the same brewery that did that. But today we're going to be looking at one from their kind of bomb kind of series. They have a bunch of different variations of this style of beer, but today we're just going to be looking at the 2021 variation of their bomb coffee, like double coffee Imperial Stout, which I'm pretty damn excited about, just because I like coffee stouts, because the only time I really enjoy my coffee is when it's in beer, which is okay in my book. But yeah, this guy comes in at 12% ABV, and it's very interesting with this one because it's conditioned. It's aged on Spaceship Earth coffee, and then they put cacao nibs, vanilla beans, and chili peppers. So that's gonna be, I think they're ancho chilies if I remember correctly. So I want to know what's going to happen when it comes to the coffee flavors I'm going to get with the vanilla beans, maybe adding a sweetness to it. But I want to really know how that kind of chili pepper is going to incorporate into there. Of course, Untapped always shows a great kind of variation when it comes to similar beers with this one, so we'll be getting to that soon. But without further ado, I think it's time for us to crack this guy open. I had the bottle opener here a minute ago. I just saw it. Hold on. When we're drinking out of a bottle, there's only one bottle opener to use out of this guy. And of course, big shouts to Lee, not the real Gerard Butler. We're going to be using our Cock and Balls bottle opener here. So, what I'm expecting with chili peppers in a beer. So, I've had a few different beers with chili peppers in there before, and they really don't add like a spiciness, but they add a really nice kind of warmth in your throat, like that stays at the end. So, I'm pretty damn excited to see if that does that. I remember having one when I was down in Houston that Lee got from Pensacola that had habaneros in it. And all it leaves is like a warmth in your throat. So nothing really crazy going on with that. But, yeah, I'm really excited to try this guy out. So without further ado, let's crack this guy open and see what this thing's all about. Okay. Put the cap over here. Put the bottle opener down. Let's see what we get on the nose on this guy. Okay, definitely getting mostly coffee on the nose. Not really getting any chili pepper on the nose at all, which is... I'm not really expecting it because I feel like there's not enough chili peppers to kind of get a predominant flavor of chili pepper out of this one. I think it just might be a very, very faint back note in it. But of course, it's very upfront coffee. Definitely not as like a roasted coffee that I thought. Definitely getting other kind of notes coming along with it. Maybe like a slight sweetness from the vanilla beans and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm excited to drink this guy. So without further ado, let's pour this and see what this thing's all about. I want to see if this thing's syrupy or not. I'm not 100% sure. It might be a little bit syrupy, might be a little bit more of a bubbly mouthfeel. Who knows? But I'm excited to give it a shot. But that looks absolutely delicious, if I say so myself. Not really a lot going on when it comes to head. Kind of dissipated really, really quick. There's a decent kind of lacing on the side of the glass. You could definitely see it from the higher ABV kind of thing. Of course, with it being in a bottle and kind of having it be that higher ABV, you're going to be seeing a lot more of the lacing and less kind of head in there because how it's conditioned and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, definitely more on that coffee note coming forward still. To be honest, I might be getting a slight note of the chili pepper in there. It's definitely a different smell that I'm getting than just coffee. So I wonder if that can be it. So yeah, I think I'm pretty damn excited to try this guy. So without further ado, let's give this guy a shot. So cheers, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Okay, it's definitely sweeter than I thought. So it's like, to me, imagine if you mix partial flavors of like a hot chocolate along with flavors with coffee as well. So definitely bringing those chocolate notes. Definitely kind of more of like a semi-sweet chocolate in my opinion. But it's mixing really well with the coffee. Not really getting the chili pepper flavor at all. But definitely has a nice sweetness that comes through. It kind of balances out the natural bitterness of the coffee they use. But overall, yeah, it's pretty damn well balanced. I'm surprised with this one. So, of course, we always like to look over at Untapped and see what they consider similar beers to this one. of course, I wanted to kind of talk about this really quick because I think when people were checking this one in, my dog is scratching at my door, so don't mind me. Untapped has, of course, when you look up a beer, it's on tap. But sometimes there are different variations of the same beer that they don't show on there. So they have the regular bomb, which is on there as just a regular. It's a 13% on Untapped. But then the one I'm drinking today is the Bomb 2021, which is a 12% ABV. And there's kind of less details. I think they change up the coffee depending on what kind of coffee they can get to do with that beer. So I think all the people on my friends list that have checked it in most likely got the 2021 variation, but just checked it in under the regular bomb. So I'm wondering, because that one has a lot more ratings when it comes to the other one, because this one has like 151,000, and the one that we're drinking today, the 2021, only has 273 ratings. So I think a lot of people kind of didn't really look at which one they were checking in. So the Bomb 2021 is what we're going to be drinking out of. If you want to look at it on Untapped, that's you just want to look Bomb exclamation point and then 2021. But if you can't get your hands on this one, I think they talk about being available in like 25 different states and going over to a couple different countries overseas as well. But Untapped does a really cool thing to where they show similar beers to this one when it comes if you can't get your hands on this one at all. So it kind of sucks because two of them are from Prairie as well. They have the Christmas Bomb on here, and then they have their barrel-aged Moose Boots, which I'm not going to count those, but we got one here from Perennial Artisan Ales. They're a Abraxas, which I've heard about. I don't think I've had that one before. Let me check. I don't remember if I've had it. Let's see. I don't think I've had it. Nope. But the one from Perennial is an Imperial Stout made with ancho chili peppers, so that one may be in a similar note that you might get a little bit more chili in that one than this one. And then we have some that a few people in here are well acquainted with when it comes to this brewery. We got the KBS, so the Kentucky Breakfast Stout. They're putting on here as a similar beer with this one, but this one is, like I said, it's heavy amount of coffee, so I think this might be kind of similar. The KBS, of course, is a great coffee stout. But then they have the KBS Cinnamon Vanilla on here. The Cinnamon Vanilla Cocoa on here as well for the other variation of. So if you're a fan of those ones, I feel like you'll be a fan of this one. It might, because since I'm not really getting the chili pepper in this one, I'm probably going to suggest of course, the KBS is going to be my biggest recommendation. That if you haven't had anything that's similar to this, and you want to kind of see what that's all about, having like a higher ABV coffee stout, yeah, go get your hands on the KBS from Founders. I think it'll be a good, similar experience to this one. Or if you find this one, I want to see what people think of it as well. So I would love to see people check this one. Just remember, if you bought it, if it's a 2021 rendition, make sure you check it in on the Bomb 2021. Because all my friends checked it in on the regular version, so it doesn't show any of my friends checking it in on the 2021 variant. So let's look here. Of course, like I said before, it says 12% ABV on here because it says right on the bottle and here on Untapped. And then with over 273 ratings, this one has an average rating of 4.31 out of 5, which is pretty damn phenomenal if I say so myself. And the description is pretty self-explanatory. It's an Imperial Stout aged with coffee, cacao nibs, vanilla beans, and chili peppers. So that chili pepper thing, I'm still trying to find that note of it. I got it slightly. It was a different note that I was getting on the nose after I poured it. I wonder if that what it was, but I'm not really getting anything of chili pepper like flavors or kind of getting a warmth from it on like as I'm sipping on it. Mostly I'm getting is just the nice coffee flavor, and then bringing in those like kind of vanilla bean, cacao nib, chocolate, semi-sweet chocolate flavors. So it's like that really nice balance between sweet and kind of bitter. So I think that this one balanced really, really well. I would love to see if there's like a barrel-aged version of the Bomb. That would be kind of a really nice kind of element to add to it. But I think when my dad checked this one in, it's the same one that we had here. I think he gave it a 4 out of 5. I think he said he enjoyed the Cherry Bomb, which is one that I don't remember if I've had that one or not. I think it might be still something I need to review. But he said he liked that one more just because the cherry has a little bit more of a sweetness to it, where it's just to me, this is like a subtle sweetness. It's like a semi-sweet chocolate, so you're not going to get a blast of like milk chocolate sweetness that going over the coffee kind of situation. So, yeah, let's look here and see what people are rating on this one and see where if any of these locations are some places where you can pick this up if you're near them. So we got somebody right here that gave it a 4.75 out of 5. Purchased at Brown Bag Liquor, which is in, where is this one? It's Olthe, Kansas, maybe? I don't know if that's Kansas or not. Let's see, let's see. This guy forgot to check it in, so he's just checking it in, so he gave it a 4.25. Another 4.25, purchased off Tavor, like how I got mine. Let's see, this guy gave it a 4.25, saying, good nose, but more roasty than I remember. Spicy mouthfeel and cacao. Yeah, to me, I'm not really getting any of the spice to it on the mouth at all. Not really leaving any warmth when it comes to the chili pepper nose. But yeah, definitely has a roasty kind of coffee on the smell. But I think with this one, in my opinion at least, it's perfectly well balanced between the semi-sweet chocolate kind of flavor and then the kind of roasty, bitter coffee that you get with it. So let's see what else we got here. We got another 4.75 purchased at the Wine Cellar, which is a bottle shop in Williamsburg, VA, so Virginia. Let's see, we got purchased, let's see where we got a 4.5 pure purchase at the Muted Horn, which is in Berlin. Okay, so this stuff's all going all the way down into Germany, so that's really cool. We got another 4.25. Let's see, another 4.25 saying dark aromas of coffee and chocolate, thick and rich, more mocha flavors, mild vegetal chili notes, subtle cinnamon, vague heat. Happy almost New Year. So yeah, let's see. I'm not really getting the vegetal kind of chili notes. Not really getting much of a cinnamon note to it either, but I don't know the difference between like a coffee and a mocha kind of flavor. So to me, the aromas are, it's like, yeah, coffee and chocolate is pretty much what I'm getting out of it. And he gave it a 4.25. So, and then last one we're going to look at here, the 4.25 purchased at the Total Wine in River Edge, New Jersey. So seeing the stuff's available on the East Coast and all that kind of stuff, seeing that it's available overseas, I think if you go on to Prairie Artisan Ales' website, you could they have a thing where you can where to find their beers on there, so you can always look out for that. So yeah, I think they've been around since 2012, if I remember. Prairie's been out there for a minute. I think at one point in like 2015 they were kind of rated as like one of America's like top 100 breweries in the country. So take that into account. Their website's always really cool as well. Link to that was down in the description below for you guys. They got shirts, beanies, long sleeves. Let's see, they have hats, kind of like that, look like the dad hats kind of situation. They have pint glasses, they have stickers, so they have all kinds of stuff on there. It's definitely reasonably priced too. So if you want to get some merch from Prairie Artisan Ales, you could do so. But overall, yeah, this beer is absolutely delicious. I'm a fan. I'm definitely a fan. I really like the balance to it. That's what, when it comes to having something that's this well balanced, it can definitely show that they kind of know what they're doing, so which is really, really great. So let's start figuring out what we're going to be doing for ratings on this guy. Let's look at the bottle art. So yeah, it's nice. It's, of course, I guess you could say this is definitely simplistic. It's definitely like bright and colorful, which I really enjoy. They have like that. It almost looks like a comic book kind of thing, where this is something you would expect to see out of like a comic strip, which I can appreciate. It's really, really nice. The definitely smaller of a label just because it's on a bottle, and it kind of sets the motion for, let's see, we got like kind of, I don't know what these are. They're like targets in the background, different multicolored targets. I don't know what that has to do with a bomb, and then you have that kind of comic strip kind of explosion kind of outline around it. So overall, yeah, it's pretty solid. I don't know if this would be something that would totally catch my attention, like my attention from across the store if I was at a liquor store or bottle shop and saw this. If I was going through and just looking for like a nice kind of different beer, yeah, this would definitely be something that would kind of pique my interest a little bit, just because I like how it shows the coffee company that they partnered with at this one as well. So overall, yeah, pretty solid label. I'm going to give it a 3.75 out of 5 for labeling and bottle art. But let's see here. If I got this beer in a flight at Prairie Artisan Ales, would I get another one? Let's see. Well, Ian, I have to try. Let's see. I have to try 1050. Okay, yeah. I'll keep it out for that one, man. But let's see here. Yeah, I'd probably get this one in a. I'd probably get a glass of this in a flight if I, after I had it. Yeah, for sure. This would definitely be something I would get a glass of after having it in a flight. It's delicious. It's like I said, the balance of it is top notch when it comes to balance of adding the chocolate kind of notes along with that kind of bitter coffee kind of thing. It just makes everything pop. And the only thing, a con to it, I would say, when it comes to this beer, I would have liked to taste that little bit of that chili pepper a little bit more. I would have liked to see that little bit of a warmth in my throat, not just from the booziness, but from the chili pepper as well. Doesn't really taste boozy at all either, which is nice. All you're getting is that nice kind of roasted bitter coffee along with that semi-sweet chocolate flavor. And then some of the roasted malts coming through and all that kind of stuff too as well. So overall, yeah, this is a fantastic beer. I'm definitely a fan. I'm definitely a fan of this one. So I think my final rating on this guy, I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. Yeah, I think 8 out of 10 is a really good to leave this one. They did a fantastic job of this, so big shouts to Prairie Artisan Ales for this one. I would definitely love to try some of their other variations of this beer when it comes to maybe like the Christmas bomb, or like, I'm gotta remember if I have the cherry bomb downstairs still to review. I'm not 100% sure, or if I just randomly drank that one time, who knows. But other than that, yeah, big shouts to Prairie Artisan Ales for coming out. This one's absolutely delicious. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what the 2022 variation is gonna be like. Maybe they partnered up with a different coffee company to come out with, and maybe they use different chili peppers, who knows. They could just decide to change the recipe a little bit, just by the type of chili they use and the kind of coffee company they decide to partner with on this one. So overall, fantastic beer. So other than that, I think that is pretty much what I have for you guys today. So thank you everybody in chat for hanging out. You guys are awesome. If you haven't already, please hit that like button. It would help me out a lot. Also, if you're new to the channel and like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button along with that notification bell. It'll let you know when I ever go live doing another review. And of course, got to give a big shout out to the people watching on the replay. You guys are awesome. I get a good portion of my views when it comes to these videos on the replay, which I can always appreciate people taking the time out of the day to come watch my stuff. So big shout outs to you guys. But let's see here. Of course, if you want to get your hands on anything from Prairie, like I said, they're available in like 25 out of the 50 states. So you can just most likely go to your local liquor store or bottle shop, ask them if they can get Prairie Artisan Ales distributed through them. And who knows, they can get a hold of their distributor, see if they have it, and there's a good chance they might bring it in just because they always like having new stuff on the shelves. So other than that, let's see here. Tavour is always the option to get them. Of course, I've talked about Tavour plenty of times before. You guys are going to get sick of it, but that's okay. What else? Finally, of course, if you're a fan of social media and you're a fan of craft beer, my biggest recommendation for you guys today is to get yourself onto Untapped. I'm talking about you, Sexy King Phil. Get yourself onto Untapped. It's a great platform. You could use it on Android or iPhone, or you can even use it through your desktop through the web browser. It's a great platform. You get to check in beers, get badges. They have a bunch of different services they promote, give coupon codes for when it comes to like beer subscription services, different merch stores for different kind of breweries and all that kind of stuff. Different breweries they team up with when it comes to getting like discount codes available to people. So overall, it's just a really, really fun platform. I can't stress it enough. If you're a fan of craft beer, you need to get yourself over to Untapped. It's just amazing. It's a really, really fun time over there. You can see people like me, Wintucky, Duchess, Ian. Let's see, well, Kevin's over there. Lee, not the real Gerard Butler's over there. Let's see. Sam Bogan's on there. So there's a bunch of people over on Untapped just checking in beers and having a good time. So I can't stress it enough. Get yourself over there. It's just a really, really fun time. I just love talking about Untapped just because there's so much that you can do on one platform. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's pretty much what I have for you guys today. So thank you everybody in chat for hanging out. You guys are awesome. And other than that, that is pretty much it. So I'm going to end like I always end it before we get the hell out of here. If you're going to drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive. And I'll see you all next time, people. Cheers.